Tech. John On just coached his 400th game, got a nice win, and that will send the Blue Dragons to now 17-0, undefeated in the season. They'll get set to take on a good Garden City ladies team as they come in on Wednesday night. For here, the guys, they'll be taking up on a pretty good Northwest Kansas Tech team, a Tech team that is 9-7 and doing a pretty good job. They had a tough loss to Allen County by the score of 85-83 on the road at Iola just the other night. But Nathan Padilla has done a good job in his first year here, and he is just getting it done. So it's going to be a good matchup. Always a long, tough trip out here. This is the first time, though, that Hutchinson has played in Goodland against Northwest Kansas Tech. And Darren Dunn, the guys had the same bus ride that we had with the girls. No weather problems at all, but they were able to travel out here, got out here pretty early, trying to get acclimated to this round gym situation that we have here. If you didn't hear us on the girls' game, this is kind of similar to Pratt, maybe the McPherson Roundhouse, kind of similar to some of those facilities that give your dimensions, your background a little bit different here.
Yeah, I immediately thought Pratt when I walked in here as well, except you're getting that yellow and the black because it's the high school colors here for Goodland, the Cowboys and the Cowgirls. We mentioned in the girls' game, as far as the travel goes, sometimes when we go out to the places like Colby, you get that long trip. Sometimes there's a little bit of that bus lag, if you will. The girls had that 5-0 run put up against them, but from there it was all the Blue Dragon women. And for these guys, you know that they had that same trip, okay? They passed through that same time zone as well in Mountain Time. Now we are out here in Goodland. The difference here is you have a Goodland team that even at 9-7, this Northwest Kansas Tech team, these guys can be a little bit more dangerous than the women who are winless on the year.
Well, and also on their home court, they are 3-4. In conference play, they're 1-6. Their lone win is the first game they played in conference against Cali Community College. So the Cali College lost to this Maverick team. And so since after that, they really hit a buzzsaw as they have lost several straight. And a matter of fact, to be exact, they lost 6 straight. They've lost to Coffeyville 96-67. They lost at Independence 80-76. They lost at Butler 92-80. They lost here to Neosho 86-75. They lost to Cloud County here 73-66, and they lost just the other day at Allen and Iola 85-83 in one of their closer contests. So their only win has been against Cali College. So we'll see what's going to happen, and that's a good Cali College team that they beat.
Yeah, it is definitely a marquee win, but you're worried now if you are first season head coach Nathan Padilla about those 6 straight losses, trying to get back on track. Doesn't get any easier against a 14-2 Blue Dragon team. One place we want to really focus in on this game will be the rebounding game. Blue Dragons in conference number 3. This Northwest Kansas Tech team last, and the Blue Dragons have about 14 more rebounds a game in conference play than do the Mavericks. Also, when it comes to assists, maybe not much more emphasis put on that than would be the rebounds, but in the assist game as well, Northwest Kansas Tech does not share it that often, last in the league with just over 7 assists per game.
Shaquan Singleton just coming off a great game in which he scored 21 points all in the second half of play to lead the Blue Dragons win over Cali just this last Saturday night. He came off a tremendous game. Hutchinson's going to have to get it done without James Rojas, who's still on the bench with the injured elbow/shoulder. That's taken 17.1 points out of the lineup, so they're going to have to get it done without him. But stepping up the other night with Singleton doing a great job.
I think there was Singleton, and as we get into the broadcast, there's a couple other guys I think you can point out as well, really succeeded with Rojas on the bench.
Going a little bit early tonight, we're going to take a timeout as they get set for the national anthem and then come back with the starting lineup. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back. A 2-minute timeout coming your way. Hutch basketball men's style just around the corner.
Next Tech Wireless has plans for every lifestyle, including our new and improved Advanced Pay Plan. Get the nationwide coverage and data you want without a commitment. Plans start at $30 per month, and you can get unlimited everything for as low as $35 per month. Activate a new Advanced Pay Plan and receive a free Moto G4 Play. Or receive your first month free when you purchase a new phone or bring your own phone. 'Tis the season for savings. Visit Next Tech Wireless today. Certain restrictions apply.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Ford. And with a new year comes big savings on leftover models. How about a new 2018 Ford Edge for 25% off MSRP? That's $9,150 off. Or an all-new 2018 Expedition. That's new body style with a list of $57,488, sale price $46,980, and you get 0% for 60 months. Hurry out before they're gone at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
It was such an overwhelming success that Donna Pitzer, the bag lady, is extending her sale. Get a top-of-the-line Panasonic Performance Vacuum for only $299. That's the same price you paid in 1988, over 30 years ago, and a $200 savings. You'll never get a vacuum of this quality priced better. This vacuum comes with all the accessories and includes a 2-year warranty. Donna will also deliver your new vacuum absolutely free. Now through January, get your new Panasonic vacuum for the 1988 price of $299. Call Donna Pitzer, the bag lady, at 663-4322.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Here's with your starting lineup. Here is Darren Dunn.
Well, for the Blue Dragons, it's the starting lineup you've become accustomed to. Saquon Singleton, Glenn mentioned in the open, had 21 points in that last contest against Cowley. Did all of that damage in the second half of play. Saquon Singleton, the 6'6" freshman from the Bronx, New York, wearing number 1. DJ Mitchell, the 6'4" freshman from Washington, D.C., wearing number 2. And, of course, the 7-footer, the freshman from Nairobi, Kenya, number 5, Fred Othiambo. Chris Giles, the 6'3" sophomore from Dallas, Texas, went 5 for 9 from the field in his last game and made 7 for 8 from the charity stripe. And finally, Raekwon Taylor, the 6'8" sophomore from Jamaica, New York. For Northwest Kansas Tech, we've seen a few changes with the roster between their last game, and now we've seen a change on a number as well from just a few minutes ago to what was put into the book. So we do know that Dawson Raymer, the 5'10" freshman from Goodland, Kansas, averaging only 3 points per game, is supposedly starting tonight, has attempted 2 field goals on his conference season and has missed both of those. Is that what you're showing? That they're going to start him tonight?
I'm Gross starting. He is not starting.
So they're going to do Chris Freeman. Let's scratch that. Scratch everything I just said about Dawson Raymer. It's Chris Freeman, the 6'5" sophomore from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Miles Gibson, the 6'6" sophomore from Richmond, Virginia. Brandon Bellotti, wearing number 5, the 6'3" sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina. Henry Hampton, wearing number 10, a 5'10" freshman from Houston, Texas. And as Glenn mentioned, number 25, Daquan Gross, the 6'5" redshirt freshman from Kansas City, Kansas.
That wraps up your starting lineup. So glad to have you along this evening from Goodland, Kansas. First time we've ever played in Goodland, Kansas. We also want to remind you, we will talk at halftime about the fact that over 1,800 wins are being inducted into the Hall of Fame. As Steve Eck is going into the Hall of Fame, Pat Smith is going into the Hall of Fame, as well as a gentleman, Jeff Welling, former head coach at Owens out of Ohio, will going into the Hall of Fame. We'll chat with Steve Carpenter at intermission about that. But right now we got some basketball to play, and so glad to have you along this evening. You can catch us right here on Country 102.9 as well as on FM, as well as on 98.5 FM, KWBW, and 1450 AM as well. KWBW, 1450 AM, and also on the Blue Dragons Sports Stream on YouTube. Just go to Hutch Blue Dragons on YouTube and catch all the action. Tip's going to be controlled by the Blue Dragons, and Giles will bring the basketball up. And we're underway from Goodland, right to left as you watch and listen at the Mex Jones Fieldhouse. Feed down low, the Othiambo underneath. They go shot by Saquon Singleton, not there, but Othiambo stays with it and puts it up and in. First 2 points of the ball game for the Blue Dragons, with Othiambo putting it up and in. Nice job of battling there, Darren. He just kept right after it.
Yeah, kind of just batted that next attempt in. That was the one that went through.
Here's Gibson's turnaround jumper is good. We're tied at 2 apiece. Just underway. First half of play. 19-19 to go in this first half of play. Hutchinson plays against that zone. It's the 2-3 zones now. So here's Mitchell. He'll square up, shoot it on his way. DJ's shot won't go. Battle for the board taken away. And getting the rebound is Daquan Gross. Up come the Mavericks on the run. Just came into the league this year, but they've been in existence for 7 years. Northwest Kansas Tech, just located across the parking lot from the high school here. This is the high school gymnasium. Jumper up and on his way, rattles out, no good. Putback basket is good, however, by Gross, and he has a back-to-back rebound and puts the basket up and in. His first 2 points. 4-2 ball game. Mavericks with the early lead.
2 rebounds for a guy that averages just 3 a game.
Pass low blocks now on the outside is going to be Taylor. No looks it inside to DJ. Shot up and good. Nice job by DJ Mitchell coming across inside. Puts it up and in. 2 points for him. We're tied at 4. Just underway. So glad to have you along tonight. Glenn Grunwald, Darren Dunn, Larry Stonecipher doing the chief engineer work back at Eagle Media Center. Back out top of the key, right side, Gibson. Loose basketball picked up by Hutchinson. Giles will run it up quickly. Giles Euro steps into the lane. Shot won't go, but Othiambo's there for the rebound. Runs it down in the corner. Throws it clear out to DJ Mitchell. They'll reset the offense now. 17:55 to go. First half of play. Here's Taylor. Out top down to Singleton to Taylor. He'll spin move and gets called for the travel. Nifty move, but traveled before he was able to get it inside.
Yeah, just got those feet going before that ball ever went toward the ground.
Talking with Raekwon, his high school graduating class, 4,000. That's how big the Jamaica, New York's graduating class was. 4,000. Now, you heard me right. Ball on the outer perimeter. Here's Freeman. He'll drive in. Ball rejected by Singleton. Out of bounds. Last touch off of the Mavericks. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. They're pretty athletic, Darren. Impressed with how they're moving the ball offensively.
Yeah, don't be deceived by that 9-7 record and 6 straight losses in conference play for the Mavericks.
4-4 tie here. 17:23 to go in this first half of play. Hutch Blue Dragons ranked number 12 in the nation, working around the outside. Giles will pop the 3. It's off. It's marked no good. Singleton tries to get the rebound but cannot. Rebound's cleared by Gibson, and up the court come the Mavericks. White uniforms with red trim. They'll drive it inside, kick it back outside. Left wing to go with it to Freeman. Freeman out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Goes right side quickly to Henry Hampton. Hampton out of Houston, Texas, gets called for the palm. Turn the ball over. Turnover goes against the Northwest Kansas Tech Mavericks.
Second one on Northwest Tech. If it's more than a handshake in basketball, it is not a deal.
Locked up at 4 apiece. Both teams shooting 50% early on. Singleton. Left side, DJ Mitchell. Big Fred gets big down low, but they don't get it to him. Singleton has it on the outside near the free throw line. Finally gets it to Mitchell. He'll square up. Off shot goes off. No good on the right side. And the rebound's cleared out by Freeman of the Mavericks. Northwest Kansas Tech will bring it up quickly. The 3 ball, it won't go. Rebound, Othiambo. Fred so far cleaning the boards, and Hutchinson will bring it on the offense. Here's Singleton. Saquon dances inside and draws the foul. Let's see if it's in the act of shooting or before the shot, and I believe it's going to be before the shot.
Yeah, they'll put that down on the baseline as Hampton picks up his first. You mentioned another rebound by Fred Othiambo, already 4 in this game. Now, he's getting more minutes today in the last few games, but at one point he averaged as many rebounds as Raekwon in 12 fewer minutes.
There's a drive inside, and the basket is good by Taylor. He puts it up and in with the left hand, and going to the free throw line will be Raekwon Taylor.
Very strong move inside the paint to force Bellotti into a bad position and create his first foul.
They don't put the foil fouls up on the board. I think it might have been on Hampton possibly on a reach-in. Free throws up and missing by Taylor. So Raekwon gets his first 2 points, but then he missed the free throw.
The official indicated it was on. Yeah, you're right, Henry Hampton.
On Henry Hampton picks up his personal. Ball on the outside. Here's Hampton with the basketball. He rolls inside, back outside to Freeman. He'll drive inside. Blocked by Othiambo, but right back in the hands. And now we have a foul on the baseline. It's going to be called. This is called from way outside. Going to come over and talk with the officials. I thought Othiambo had gotten a rebound. Steve Eck wanted an explanation as well.
We'll definitely want to look at the shot clock and figure out where that needs to be, and it'll go from 29, where it was reset, down to 13 to work with for the Mavericks.
Inbounding will be the Mavericks, and Hampton will do the honors and trigger the inbounds pass. Gets it in tight. Not a foul situation, so take that one away.
Ask me what was funny about that in a minute.
All right. Angle dribble, shot knocked there, and a foul call. This time it's on Singleton. It'll be a 2-shot foul coming. Saquon will pick up his first. Now, what was funny about that?
Okay, so they played the Jeopardy theme, right?
Yes.
During that, because that's usually what you do when officials are trying to come up with a decision.
Or three
Really, though, it was a mistake by the table for resetting the shot clock, so they were playing the Jeopardy music on themselves.
Here comes the free throw, up and rimming good by Freeman. Pulls his Mavericks within one. Hutchinson right now leads at 6-5 early on. You're correct on that. Freeman will shoot another one trying to tie it up here. Freeman, a sophomore out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home of Wake Forest. Free throw toss is up and good. So 2 free throws for Freeman, and we're tied at 6 apiece. 15:46 to go, first half of play. Boubacar Kamisoko checks into the Blue Dragon lineup during that timeout when they're talking things over. Also checking in was Malik Jacobs in a 3-second violation on Othiambo.
And the bad thing about that is the whistle comes as he's clean and out of the paint. As an official, you want that whistle to go off while he's still camped in there.
6-6 tie. It'll be Northwest Kansas Tech's basketball. They're working on the outside, Hampton. Left side, Freeman. He'll shoot the 3. Comes off, no good. Big rebound underneath by the big man, and a foul's going to be called as Evan Jay was in there out of Roxborough, North Carolina to get the board, and he draws the foul.
1 becomes 2 for Othiambo as he gets caught with the 3-second lane violation, and then comes down and fouls Jay. Jay comes off the bench in this game, but Jay has been one of the starters here throughout the season for the Mavericks.
Here comes Josh Perkins. He'll check into the lineup for the Blue Dragons. Josh out of Michigan. Free throws up and good by Jay. Evan Jay with the free throw. Makes it 7-6. Mavericks on top.
Little place called Ypsilanti.
Yeah, Ypsilanti, Michigan.
I've been wanting to say that all season, so I thought I'd throw that in there.
I'm glad you did. Free throws up and missing. So Jay's 1 out of 2 from the line, but it gives the Mavericks a 1-point lead at 7-6. Ball inside. The travel call is going to work against the Blue Dragons as Jacobs travels with the basketball.
3 turnovers on the Blue Dragons. He just gets that first step a little bit too high with that pause and forces the travel, even though it was only 2 steps.
Ball on the outside. That's Hampton across the top. He's out of Houston, Texas. They throw it away. Turnover goes against the Mavericks. And Hutchinson will bring the basketball up. Outside with it. Kamisoko. Kamisoko back outside now to Giles. Over to Taylor. Baseline underneath. Jacobs slices up. Shot not there. Battle for the board. Kamisoko comes out with it. Still 11 on the shot clock. Here comes Taylor. He drives in. Ball sails in and out of the hands of a Maverick. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball, and Hutchinson will get a fresh 30 as they hit their iron on Taylor's shot.
Malik Jacobs still struggling from the floor. Went 5 for 18 in his last contest at the Sports Arena.
Had a good game against Allen, though, coming off a career high. There's a Giles basket, good, as Chris Giles drives in and puts it up and down for 2. Hutch back up on top, 8-7 now. 14:22 to go in his first quarter of play. There's a steal by Jacobs, comes up with it himself, brings it up. He tipped it back to his top, his block. We're right in the hands now. It goes down low underneath Taylor, basket good. Raekwon not to be denied, takes it inside. He has 4 points, and the Dragon lead is 3 now at 10-7. 14:02 remaining to go, and this, again, we're still in the first half of play. Lady Dragons win big tonight, 107-51 over Northwest Kansas Tech in the early game. Shot up missing. Shot was put up by Gibson, but rebounded this time by Freeman. They keep it alive. Hampton for 3, off this mark, no good. Out of bounds it sails. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball. Stumbling after was Jay. Couldn't handle it. It went out of bounds off of him. Darren, good defense underneath.
Had that steal a few possessions ago by Jacobs. He leads this team for the Blue Dragons with 2.3 steals a game. Shows you why right there, where he's able to just pick one right out of the passing lane.
Hutch with the lead now at 10-7. Outside, DJ Mitchell, who's back in here. Kamisoko goes left side. Taylor thought about it. Back to Kamisoko against zone. Dribble penetrates. Floats one. Little teardrop won't go. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there by Gibson. Here comes the Mavericks on the drive. Hampton into the paint. Bounced into Josh Perkins. Hit a wall. Comes back outside. Big rebound underneath by the big guy. And Jay goes up. Can't finish. That was actually Gibson. And out comes the Blue Dragons with the basketball. Jacobs to the rack. Misses it, but is fouled, and he'll step to the line and shoot free throws. Turned into a track meet all of a sudden. Up and down the court quickly. Gibson will pick up the personal. At the line will be the Blue Dragons in the person of Malik Jacobs.
See if this free throw shooting can kind of spark his shots from the floor. Already started with a couple of misses.
Free throw missing off the back iron, off the back flat part of the iron. He'll shoot a second one.
You mentioned that great game against Allen where he started off 7 for 7, finished the day 8 for 10. Got his career high in scoring that game. Kind of got the green light then last game and ended up just 5 of 18 from the floor.
Averages 10.2 a game. There's both free throws missing, so he's 0 for on that trip to the line. And with the rebound off the miss comes up the Mavericks, and Mavericks will set up their offense. They trailed the Dragons by 3 at 10-7 with 12:54 to go in this first half. Northwest Kansas Tech with the basketball. Dribble penetration by Freeman into the lane. Switches around, can't get it done. Jacobs there for the rebound. Hutch on the run. Here comes Mitchell, waiting for him to bust out. Mitchell with the basketball on the outside. Now it goes to Jacobs. He'll float one. Little teardrop. It won't go. Foul called. And what are we going to see? It's over the back. I think it's going to be called on Perkins.
Now's the time for Malik Jacobs to realize. He didn't realize it in that game against Cali when he went 5 for 18. He started cold here. He needs to realize to get himself going shooting, he has to get his teammates involved. Once he's gotten the ball on offense, he's been shooting it. Keep that ball working around, get your teammates open, and work yourself into the rhythm of the offense.
We just passed the 12.5-minute mark of this first half of play. Hutch still with a 3-point lead to double down on the lead. Shot up and good, count the basket, and I think Perkins just picked up his second foul, and Evan Jay puts it up and in for the Mavericks. And he'll have the N1 coming his way. He has 3 points now off the bench. And he can tie it with the free throw here. It's 10-9 Hutch right now. Big Josh picks up his second. He'll be substituted for. Fred Othiambo will check back in. Coach Eck wants to talk to Josh. Kind of let Jay sneak underneath him right there, and they got the offensive board. Free throw toss is off, no good. So the score remains 10-9, Hutch with the edge. Blue Dragons get the rebound. With the basketball, the Blue Dragons still working against that press, the drive inside, or it's that zone, the missed shot. Out comes with the basketball is Gibson. We go the other way, and a foul called. 2 shots coming the way of the Mavericks. Raekwon Taylor will pick up his first. In the act of shooting will send Hampton to the line with 11:57 to go. So 2 coming the way of Hampton. All the Mavericks go over to talk to their head coach. Nathan Padilla, free throw toss, off its mark, no good. Singleton checks back in. Kamisoko will take a seat. Hampton will shoot a second one.
As the team of Mavericks have missed their last 3 free throw opportunities, that was one statistical category that Northwest Kansas Tech came in with an advantage.
Yep.
Number 1 in the conference for free throw shooting at 81.2%.
Hampton takes his time. Free throw toss is up and good, and he ties it at 10 with 11:57 to go. First half of play. If you just tuned in, Lady Dragons winners 107-51. They go to 17-0 on the year. Jumper up and good by Taylor. Taylor's feeling it tonight. Raekwon with 6 points early on. Averages 10.3. I was teasing him the other day about missing that dunk that came off the back iron. He just shook his head when I reminded him of it.
The arena was ready to explode.
Outside, Freeman had it for a second. They're working around the outside. New face in there, by the way. Conwright into the lineup now. number 12 if you're watching on the screen. There's a missed shot, and Othiambo comes up with the rebound. Hutch leads at 12-11 to 10 right now. 2-point lead for Hutchinson. Saquon drives in. Singleton basket good. Saquon the other night, by the way, 7 of 7 from the foul stripe. I say that because he's a 42% free throw shooter. Did great the other night, though, 100%. Timeout's going to be taken, a 30-second timeout. Hutch with a 4-point lead of 14-10. 11:09 to go in the first half. Darren and I'll be back with more from Goodland, Kansas in 30 seconds.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
14-10, a 4-point lead for the Blue Dragons with 11:09 to go in this first half of play. Darren, what does your numbers look like?
Well, the Blue Dragons, I think offensively is the key. It's a stat you're not going to see on the sheet. It's just how crisply they've been moving the basketball offensively.
There's a shot put up and missing. Rebound cleared out by the Blue Dragons. Here comes Jacobs into the forecourt. Gives it off to Othiambo, and he'll put it down with authority. Oh, he slammed that one down. Big Fred got all of it. Nice feed by Jacobs, by the way.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Get your teammates involved to get yourself in rhythm as he's struggling shooting from the floor.
16-10, Hutchinson with a 6-point lead. Here's Freeman on the outside for Northwest Kansas Tech. The Mavericks work at top of the key now. They'll jump it on his way. That's Conright. The 3 ball's good. Brandon Conright came in and knocked down the tray. He's out of Dallas, Texas. I mentioned you coming up. They have 3 Brandons on this team, and that one knocked down the tray from outside, cut the deficit in half. Here's a 3 by DJ Mitchell to answer back. Mitchell now with 5 points. Notch back up 19-13, and we'll owe you immediate timeout here in a second as we clip by the 10:03 mark on the clock. Top side with the basketball, Freeman. He'll cross over, goes left wing. There's a shot put up by Gibson. It won't ring, and the rebound cleared out by Singleton. Saquon on the run. Saquon all the way down. Kicks it left side. He has DJ Mitchell in the corner left. Gives it off quickly to Taylor. They'll lob it inside to Big Fred. Stolen away. As coming in to steal that ball was Evan Jay. Jay came up with it. Here's a drive. Layup not there. Rebound's going to be cleared off to miss. Pass down court. DJ Mitchell runs it down. Gets into the quarter. Throws it back outside. Here's Taylor. Trying to set it up. Here's Saquon. He'll take it in. Kicks the corner right to Mitchell. 3 ball. Yes! Mitchell with his second tray in the corner. Nice job by Saquon. I think he could have laid it up and in. Elected to kick it out.
And it was a perfect pass. The last time he kicked it out to DJ, DJ would have shot for 3 from the left corner, but it wasn't a good pass. That pass right on the money.
22-13. Hutchinson with the lead. A 3 ball by Hampton is good. And Hampton comes back and gets his first basket. He has 4. And it's 22-16. Hutchinson lead is trimmed a bit. Just under 9 to go. Still don't have the media timeout taken. I got a kick out of Othiambo. He was clear down the block the whole time. There's the drive, and the basket's good by Singleton, and they'll call the foul. Count the basket to the line. We'll go Singleton, and a media timeout coming your way. So Singleton with his 3rd and 4th point. He will shoot free throws when we return as Jay picks up the personal. That'll be his first. We'll take a 1-minute break. Media timeout. Hutchinson 22. And 4-16 is the score for the Northwest Kansas Tech Mavericks. We'll be back in 1 minute.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, wanting to build an addition or remodel your kitchen, our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish. Erickson Custom Building offers new construction and remodeling services in addition to commercial and insurance projects. Visit our website today at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
24-16, Hutchinson with the lead with 8:49 to go in this first half of play. Saquon Singleton with the basket. He'll step to the line to shoot the free throw. Red hot shooting by the Dragons, Darren, 52.4%.
Yeah, a three-point contest kind of broke out between these two teams last couple of possessions. DJ Mitchell with a couple of threes. He has 8. A 3 knocked down by Henry Hampton, and also Brandon Conwright to answer back for the Mavericks. But since about 2 minutes ago, it's been a 14-6 run for the Blue Dragons.
At halftime, it's Seward on top of Garden, 35-30, and also Barton leading Pratt 46-37 with 40 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Free throws by Singleton is good. He continues to shoot good free throws. He has 5 points total now. Averages 8.9 a game. Had a great night the other night, second half of play with 21 points. One time he scored 17 straight points for the Blue Dragons. Ball on the outer perimeter. That's Conwright working on the outside. Gathers in the pass, squares up, shoots it on his way, and hits it. It's a two-pointer, but Conwright's came in and knocked down a couple. One was a tray, that was a deuce. He has 5.
Such a tough shot. I mean, Saquon Singleton could not have closed out any better.
25-18 your score. Hutch with the lead. The three-pointer by DJ Mitchell won't go, but a rebound there by Taylor. Offensive variety. Goes up strong, scores it. I'll tell you what, Raekwon Taylor is about to have a breakout game before too long. This one might be it. He has 8 points, and he's feeling it on the inside. Nice production on the inside by the left-hander out of Jamaica, New York.
He's starting to get his 15-footer to fall as well.
Jumper up and on his way. Shot up and good. Gross scoring it. Gross hit one of the first baskets of the game, then he's been quiet. He has 4 points now, 27-20. That's his lead cut down to 7. They're dragging a Singleton. Alley-oop underneath. It goes inside to Raekwon. He puts it down and good for 2.
Did not slam that one off the flange.
He looked up here, too. 29-20. Hutchinson gets the turnover. Here comes Hutch. Singleton, no look underneath to Mitchell. Mitchell stumbles out. Can't get it away. Last touched out of bounds off of Hampton. And with the basketball will be the Blue Dragons.
It's kind of a 1-3-1 defensive look by the Mavericks. And so Raekwon was all by his lonesomes down there on that baseline because the one at the bottom of that 1-3-1 had shifted to the opposite side of the basket, leaving him open for the perfect alley-oop.
Jacobs comes out, so does Taylor. Blue Dragons getting some new faces back in there. Giles in there as well. Thiambo stays in. Kamasoko came in during that play, and there's a steal coming up with it. DJ Mitchell turns it over. Here comes the Mavericks. Northwest Kansas Tech shoots and misses. That was a miss by Freeman. Here comes Hutch. Here comes Singleton. He'll knife it all the way down, lays it up, and scores it. Singleton with 7 points, and that'll force the timeout taken by Northwest Kansas Tech. We're going to break in as well. It'll be a full 31-20. Hutch with the lead by 11 with 6:56 to go in this first half. Darren and I'll be back with more from Goodland in 1 minute.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112. Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Tax reform impacts virtually every tax return this year. That means yours, too. If you're wondering what that means for you and your refund, but don't want to spend hours reading the tax code, head over to H&R Block. No one knows tax reform better than Block. Their tax pros will help you find every credit and deduction available, so you get every dollar you deserve. Because wouldn't you rather spend more time thinking about what to do with your maximum refund and less time figuring out what a TCJA qualifying eligible dependent is? Hint, it's your kid. In person or online, Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
Welcome back to Goodland. The Blue Dragons on a 21-10 run over the last 5 minutes, just under the 12-minute mark. We were deadlocked at 10.
Yeah, locked up at 10, and all of a sudden, Saquon took over along with Raekwon Taylor getting it done. Mitchell knocked down a couple threes, and right now with the basketball will be Northwest Kansas Tech. There's a steal by Saquon and a dive for the ball. They're going to give a whistle on Saquon. They're going to call a foul on him, and he is hurt. He is down diving for it, came up very awkwardly, and I think one of the Northwest Kansas players came down on him. I think he's going to be okay. He's going to get up. Saquon Singleton picks up the personal. That'll be his second. Let's see if Steve substitutes for him. Saquon, I thought, was off to the races. And instead, it's going to be a foul on him, and he's holding that left hip as he comes out.
Yeah, at first I thought maybe it was that elbow wrist area, but you're right. I think that hip took the brunt of it on the left side.
He's going to go over and lay down behind the bench. They're going to come over and work on him a little bit. With the basketball will be Northwest Kansas Tech. The Mavericks out top. That was Gross with the basketball for a second. Here's Conrad. Conrad crosses over to the right wing. Back to Gross. He'll drive in, puts the reverses up and in. 50 move by Daquan Gross, 6 points for him. That's that lead down to 31-22 now. Blue Dragon lead is cut a bit. 6:19 to go. The first half of play. Kamisoko inside to Big Fred. Othiambo gives it off. Coming up with it will be Jacobs. Pulls it back, spins, kicks it out, turns it over. Here comes Freeman for Northwest. They'll drive it in, shoot it on its way. Not there. Battle for the board. Loose basket underneath. Picked up and put up and in by Bellotti. Bellotti missed the shot but was able to get the rebound. And all of a sudden, 4 unanswered points by the Mavericks. Go down the other way. And a foul on the floor is going to be called. Othiambo should. Well, he will not shoot free throws. They're going to elect it. It's on the floor before the shot. Gibson picks up his second. He's one of the first Mavericks to get 2 fouls on himself.
So far, the 4th and 5th leading scorers in the conference have been held in check. And Freeman and Gibson, just 4 points between them. Their scorers number 5 and 4, respectively, on the year in the Jayhawk Conference.
Here comes the inbounds. Giles will slap the ball. He's on the left side of the baseline. Jumper by Blue Dragons. Malik Jacobs missing, and the rebound's going to be cleared out of there. Coming out with it will be the Mavericks. New face in that lineup, Justin Blunt out of Houston's in the lineup. Now a turnover goes against the Mavericks. So Hutchinson will have the basketball with 5:42 to go before intermission.
6 turnovers now for each team.
Kamisoko, top side, DJ Mitchell. Back to Kamisoko. Again, the Blue Dragons playing without Rojas. Here's Jacobs inside, goes up strong, can't get it done, but he does draw the foul. He'll have to earn him at the foul stripe. Again, waiting for Malik to really break out. He did against Allen, like you said. He had a nice call, you and Rusty, on those games at Iola, but struggled a little bit the other night, struggling a little bit early tonight at least.
Yeah, and he was 0 for 2, remember, his first trip to the line when I thought maybe he could get into a little bit of that rhythm.
0 for 4 overall from the field. Free throw toss, rims out, no good.
The only rhythm we really saw from him was that nice dish to Othiambo for the dunk. And, of course, that steal defensively.
Lead to 7 for Hutchinson with 5.5 to go in his first half of play. A 9-7 team for Northwest Kansas Tech, but they're a little deceiving because they have only one win in the conference. That's over at Cali Community College. Free throws up and good by Jacobs. He finally gets on the board with his first point.
Gets on the board and gets a break.
32-24, the lead for Hutchinson now. Up the court comes Hampton. Northwest Kansas Tech works it around the right side. Ball goes just about in the backcourt. Nice quick hands by Hampton to get to it. He got it back to Jay. And now a palming call on Hampton. That might have made a makeup. I don't know. It's pretty close. We had a good view right here, but I couldn't tell.
We had a decent view. It happened quickly, and the official who needed to be on it was a little bit late getting there and couldn't cleanly see it. That's the second palming violation, though, from the same official this game.
Rarely do you see one. Sometimes that's a pet peeve. Here's a Taylor three from outside. He knocks it down. Raekwon with his 11th, 12th, and 13th point of the contest. He leads all scorers in scoring here with 13 points.
First three-point attempt, first three-point make this year for Taylor.
And the lead is 11 for Hutchinson at 35-24. Going down strong is Blunt. He goes in, misses it. Rebound, Taylor. Here comes Hutchinson. Giles will pull it up. The bearded Giles takes it inside, puts it up, and draws the foul. Foul's going to be on the floor, not in the act of shooting. It will be Hutchinson's basketball. Well, they will say he'll be shooting. So Giles will be shooting free throws, or
it'll be it's in the bonus, so he'll get a chance at the 1-1.
Right.
And if you're Justin Blunt, you can't be more frustrated to come down on the offensive end, get the ball blocked away from you strong, and then come down on the other end and foul Giles.
Giles gets set on the free throw, takes his time. Here comes the toss. It's on its way up and no good. Rebound cleared. So the 1+ should not go, and the rebound's cleared out by Northwest Kansas Tech Mavericks. Shot up and good. Shot put up by Miles Gibson, knocks it down. He has 4. And the lead cut a little bit to 35-26, down to single digits. Giles will shoot the 3 from outside. It's not there. Othiambo gets the rebound. Here comes the Giles. Othiambo with the offensive board. Giles shot not there. Sails out of bounds. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. Big Fred's long arms reached out and just got that basketball. A normal person would say, hey, he was over the back, but he wasn't because that long spread that he has.
Well, that's one of the things they teach when you have 7-footers like that. Don't take away that height advantage that they naturally possess.
Ball knocked away. Brown just checked in the ball game. He inbounded, was knocked away and stolen away. Here we go the other way. The basket up and good by Freeman. And a foul's called underneath on the Blue Dragons in the N1 coming your way. Foul's going to be charged on Othiambo. Fred Othiambo will pick up his second in the act of shooting. A 30-second timeout with 4 minutes to go. Hutchinson lead is 7, and Northwest Kansas Tech will be shooting 1 free throw when we return after this 30-second timeout.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothy works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name brand flooring and trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
Dragons had that 21-10 run just a few minutes ago, and now it's an 8-4 quick run by the Mavericks. A chance to make it 9-4 at the free throw line. Last 2 possessions, Glenn, Freeman and Gibson, who only had 4 points between them, have been the scorers on the last couple of Mavericks possessions.
Yeah, they're taking it inside, and now Othiambo will have to take a seat because he picks up his second personal. 35-28. The lead is 7 for Hutchinson, but shooting the free throw was for Freeman trying to cut into it. The N1 coming here. Free throw toss is up and good. So he has 6 points. No, 5 points to his credit, excuse me. And Hutchinson lead is trimmed to 6. Othiambo on the bench. Kamisoko into the lineup. And DJ Mitchell also returned. Also in there's Tyler Brown. Here's Giles. Throws the ball away. Bad pass by Giles. We go down the other way. Layup good by Freeman. And all of a sudden, 7 points off of Freeman on 2 baskets in the free throw. And it's 35-31. The lead for Hutchinson is down to 4. Blue Dragons looked like they were about to pull away. DJ Mitchell lobs it inside to Taylor. Back outside, Mitchell will shoot the 3. Rims off, no good. Rebound cleared underneath. Coming up with a loose basketball, Bellotti for Northwest Kansas Tech. And they'll bring it up. Hampton will quarterback the club. He'll set it up. The lob inside. Gets it into Gibson. Gibson turnaround jumper. Shot up and good. Miles Gibson with a basket. A little run right now by Northwest Kansas Tech. And it's a 2-point ball game, 35-33. And a timeout's going to be taken by the Blue Dragons. We will take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back with more from Goodland, Kansas in a half minute.
We understand you can't plan ahead for an illness or injury, yet you'd really like same-day treatment. That's why Prairie Star offers walk-in clinic services with a responsive medical staff to care for you and your family.
Yes, we want to be your medical home.
Welcome to Prairie Star Health Center and walk-in clinic, whether you have insurance or not. 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
Welcome back to Goodland, Kansas. Glenn Grunwald along with Darren Dunn. Glad to have you along on Country 102.9 KHET in Hutchinson, as well as KWW 1450 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as the Blue Dragon Sports Network. With the basketball will be the Blue Dragons. Only a 2-point ball game. Steve Eck talked things over. Here's Taylor. He's had a bright spot tonight. Gets it down low underneath, and foul's going to be called. Getting it inside to Josh Perkins.
His glasses actually came off, and so the officials stopped play because they were at a threat of being stomped on underneath in the paint.
Josh will pull on the specs and tighten up the strap in the back, and now we're set to go. Hutch will inbound. And referee saying who was the timeout on. It's not official timeout, it's what it was on. So now here we get set. 17 on the shot clock, by the way, 2:45 on the game clock. Blue Dragon gets it, they get it into Taylor. He thinks about it. Gets it into Perkins. He'll shoot and miss. Rebound's cleared away by the Mavericks. They have a chance to tie here. Hampton will set it up on the outside. Blue Dragons still in the man-to-man. Othiambo on the bench with 2 personal fouls. Ball on the outside. Here's Bellotti. Bellotti will shoot it on his way. Not there. Air ball. Rebound DJ Mitchell. Mitchell accelerates, takes it all the way in, nice it up, puts it up and in. Nice basket by DJ Mitchell all the way down. He has 11. He and Taylor leading the cause with 13, 11 points respectively. Shopper up, not there. Rebound cleared, Blue Dragons. And a foul called on the floor. It's going to be back against the Mavericks. Hutchinson will have the basketball, however. And it'll be a 1-on-1 coming for Hutch. Jacobs checks back in for the Blue Dragons. Who did he get the foul on, Darren? I didn't see the indication.
I missed what the stoppage of play was for because they didn't actually report a foul on that.
So you're right. Now the inbound, Hutchinson has the basketball with 2 to go. So no foul on the play. I'm not sure what that had to do with. Here's a drive underneath by Jacobs. Layup doesn't go. Rebound cleared underneath by Giles, and he'll be hammered. Coming down hard on him is Justin Blunt. He'll pick up his second, and Giles will go to the free throw line to shoot free throws.
Well, everyone's just as perplexed as we are. Of course, with our headsets on, we can't hear everything the official says. And he stopped and said something to the table, and it was almost as if he had an inadvertent whistle, but he never made the indication that way. It may have been simply to back some coaches up into their boxes.
By the way, Blunt, the foul was on Blunt. He picks up his second. Free throw toss is up and good by the Blue Dragons' Chris Giles. 3 points for Giles now. He'll shoot another one. 38-33 now. Hudson lead is 5. Gross back into the lineup. He'll replace Gibson in the lineup.
The thing I don't like about it is it came at the most inopportune time.
Yeah, Hutch was in transition.
Kami Soko with a path to the basket.
Here's Giles' free throw toss. His second one won't go, and the rebound cleared. Bellotti for the Mavericks brings it down. 1:43 to go. A 5-point lead for Hutch. Ball on the outside. Corner right, the flash pass to the high to Hampton. He head fakes, pulls to his left side, now takes it to the right. Takes it all the way to the baseline. Back outside now in the hands of Freeman. He'll whip it inside to Blunt. On up, not there. Big rebound by Taylor off the missed shot by Justin Blunt. And here comes Hutch. 1:20 to go. And Giles can't handle a hot pass as Kamisoko threw it behind him, and it ends up being a Dragon turnover, which Hutchinson has 7.
Giles wanted to head for the lane, and Kamisoko kind of thought he was going to hold up outside the arc. 9 turnovers now on the Blue Dragons.
My stats had not updated, so 9 turnovers against the Blue Dragons. But the lead is 5 with 1:17 to go. If you just tuned in, Lady Dragons winners 107-51. They're on the way home already. About a 4.5-hour drive out here to Goodland. Yeah, school starting tomorrow. Classes for the first time on the campus of Hutch Community College. Feed around, turnaround, spinner, doesn't go. Rebound Dragons. Taylor comes up with another rebound. Taylor's had a good night rebound-wise. 6 total in the numbers for him. Alley-oop underneath to Taylor, and will be fouled. Taylor thought he was going to have the jam, and it ends up being the foul. This one will go against Gross, though, and he'll pick up the personal.
Similar play to the alley-oop he had earlier, but the pass came from a lot farther away, and potentially a dangerous play. Good job by Raekwon, having the presence of mind to kind of try to pull that one down instead of trying to extend himself and put his body in an awkward position coming back down to the floor.
Raekwon will shoot the free throw here. Family of 8. He comes from a family of 8 brothers and sisters. He will get set to shoot the free throw. That's a lot of mouths to feed. He's smack dab in the middle, Darren.
Tells you why he's so tough.
Mm-hmm. Free throw toss up and good by Raekwon. 14 points to lead the cause for the Blue Dragons. He'll shoot a second one.
Follows up on his 14-point game he had against Cowley.
Teammate averaging 10.3. He's one of those that needs to step it up to take the place of the 17 points missed by Rojas. Free throw up and good. He has 15. And it's 40-33. Hutchinson lead extended back to 7. Hutch had as much as an 11-point lead at one time in the first half, and I might be off on that. The feed down the low blocks to Freeman. Freeman goes up strong, draws the foul. It'll work against Hutchinson. Two's coming his way. Freeman will step to the line. And the fouls. Mitchell's going to pick up the personal.
Keep in mind, that's the one thing that changed for the Mavericks to get back in this game, to close in on that lead you said the Dragons had. It was Freeman and Gibson who were held to just 4 points in the early goings. The fourth and fifth leading scorers in this conference have started to turn it on.
Free throws up and good by Freeman. Freeman with 8 points unofficially. He is 4 out of 4 from the foul stripe now. Shoots the second one, hits it. 5 out of 5, excuse me. So the lead is 5 for Hutchinson. Inside of 33 seconds now before intermission. 40-35. Blue Dragons, jumper by Giles, way short. Rebound cleared out by the Mavericks, and the shot clock is dark. They can play it for 1. Freeman's going to bring it up. Tell you what, Northwest Kansas Tech right in this ball game with only a 5-point lead for the Blue Dragons, number 12 in the nation. 1-6, a little misleading in conference play, huh?
We knew they'd be tough.
Yep. Ball knocked away, near steal. Kamisoko comes up with it, but he said he stepped out of bounds. He took it down strong. 1.8 to go, and inbounding will be, with the basketball, will be Northwest Kansas Tech.
That breakaway dunk is coming for Kamisoko. Had a couple of opportunities here, just taken away from him.
Freeman trying to get it in, looks in the backcourt, and he'll let one fly. That's Hampton, off the mark, off the front end of the iron, no good. Halftime is here. Blue Dragons lead it by a 40-35 mark. Hutchinson with a 5-point lead at intermission. Darren and I'll add up on all the numbers. We'll get set for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule brought to you by the Little White Castle at 14th and Main for all your pharmaceutical needs. It's the Medicine Shop in downtown Hutchinson, 14th and Main. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
When you're looking for jewelry that's one of a kind, remember Amelia Bedelia's filled with thousands of beads and stones. And with my passion for design, I can create something that's perfect for you. Amelia Bedelia's, 115.5 South Main Street in downtown Hutchinson. Go Blue Dragons.
This is Kelly, owner of Brick House Boutique. Stay warm and look fabulous at the same time with comfy, trendy, and affordable clothing. You'll also appreciate the personal attention that you'll always get when you shop at Brick House Boutique. Big city chic in a downtown boutique at 117 South Main in Hutchinson.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Burning Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Man, Wyatt and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
This is Carter Fowle, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
ARCAT is now part of a regional transportation partnership with Sedgwick County Transportation and Wichita Transit. We are working together to provide rides to Wichita and back on Tuesdays. Wichita Transit has fixed route and paratransit service available within the city. Round trip costs range between $19 and $27. Advanced registration with ARCAT is required. ARCAT is first come, first served general public transportation. Call 694-2913 for details.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Goodland, Kansas. We're in the Mex Jones Fieldhouse. Glenn Grunwald, Darren Dunn. It's 40-35. Blue Dragons of Hutchinson number 12 in the nation, with a 5-point lead at intermission. Hutchinson had leads in the ball game by as much as 11 at one time. That happened in the first half. The Blue Dragons had the lead for 6:55. Northwest Kansas Tech had a 2-point lead at one time in the first half of play. That happened early on. Hutchinson rallied back to take the 11-point lead. Now they lead it by 5 at intermission. Darren, time for the Medicine Shop in-game capsule brought to you by Little White Castle at 14th and Main for all your pharmaceutical needs and flu season and pneumonia shots, a little bit of everything. They deliver as well. It's the Medicine Shop. What did the numbers look like?
Blue Dragons looked like they were about to run away with this one with 6:59 left. Went up by that largest lead you mentioned of 11. It was a 21-10 run by the Blue Dragons. Mavericks of Northwest Tech followed that up, though, with a 13-4 run between Chris Freeman and Miles Gibson, two of the top 5 scorers in this conference. The pair only had 4 points up to that point. Now the duo has 15, 9 from Chris Freeman, 6 from Miles Gibson. Gibson also added in 6 rebounds to go with that. He is a top 5 conference leader in the rebound category as well. Brandon Bellotti had 5 rebounds, only 2 points to show on his 1-for-4 shooting in the first half. And Daquan Gross had 6 points. He's 3 for 3 from the floor. Blue Dragons out-rebound the Mavericks 25-19 in that first half, thanks in part to Raekwon Taylor. He had 6 rebounds. Fred Othiambo had 5, chipped in 4 points, had a pretty huge dunk in that first half. Compliments of Malik Jacobs on the dish. 10 points from DJ Mitchell. Saquon Singleton was starting to have himself a game. Was driving to the lane, taking contact, making some lay-ins look easy when they were very difficult plays to finish. Ends up with 7 points, partially because he came out with that hip injury and has not really been the same since as he tries to get back into game action. Raekwon Taylor, by the way, had 14 points in his last outing against Cali. Shot 6 for 7 from the floor. Shot his first three-pointer of the season, knocked it down from that left corner. Raekwon had as many points as his jersey number as he scores 15 in that first half. Dragons shoot just a tick over 47% from the floor to the 37% put up by Northwest Tech. Blue Dragons, however, have missed 6 free throw opportunities, 5 of 11, just 45.5% from the free throw line. The number 1 free throw shooting team in the league, the Mavericks of Northwest Tech, shot 7 for 10, 70% from the charity stripe. In the paint, Blue Dragons in control. 22 points to Northwest Tech's 12.
Again, glad to have you along tonight on KHUT in Hutchinson, as well as KWBW, and also on the Blue Dragon Sports Network. If you're watching the stream, very deceiving, Darren, because they don't have any of the bleachers on the south side open. It's all on the near side, and on our side we're at, and it's a pretty nice little crowd here in Goodland.
And that's what I figured. They set it up for their stream, right? Because their broadcast crew, and I believe their camera, at least for the teams, is on that other side, so it makes it look like the gymnasium is packed for their audience, and for our audience, it makes it look like absolutely no one's here.
I would have to say, you probably packed everybody, at least 1 to maybe half full on this side. Nice, respectable crowd on this Monday night out in Goodland. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout and come back and talk about the induction coming up in March at the National Tournament of Steve Eck and a couple others into the Hall of Fame for the NJCAA Hall of Fame, a very prestigious club that Steve Eck is about to join. 40-35 at halftime, a 5-point Dragon lead. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Away 662-3100 and we'll have it ready for you. Choose from our selection of breakfast burritos, biscuits, or one of our 5 different complete breakfast plates. Breakfast from 7 to 10:30, Monday through Saturday. If you missed us for breakfast, we're here for lunch and dinner too. Pick up your favorite Mexican dinner or take some home for the family. We're open till 9. That's Anchor Away, drive-through, carry-out, and catering under the water tower at B&. Adams in Hutchinson, 662-3100.
Next Tech Wireless has plans for every lifestyle, including our new and improved Advanced Pay Plan. Get the nationwide coverage and data you want without a commitment. Plans start at $30 per month, and you can get unlimited everything for as low as $35 per month. Activate a new Advanced Pay Plan and receive a free Moto G4 Play. Or receive your first month free when you purchase a new phone or bring your own phone. 'Tis the season for savings. Visit Next Tech Wireless today. Certain restrictions apply.
Hi, Brian Bobo, General Manager at Midwest Ford. And with the new year comes big savings on leftover models. How about a new 2018 Ford Edge for 25% off MSRP? That's $9,150 off. Or an all-new 2018 Expedition. That's new body style with a list of $57,488, sale price $46,980, and you get 0% for 60 months. Hurry out before they're gone at 1100 East 30th or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
It was such an overwhelming success that Donna Pitzer, the bag lady, is extending her sale. Get a top-of-the-line Panasonic Performance vacuum for only $299. That's the same price you paid in 1988, over 30 years ago, and a $200 savings. You'll never get a vacuum of this quality priced better. This vacuum comes with all the accessories and includes a 2-year warranty. Donna will also deliver your new vacuum absolutely free. Now through January, get your new Panasonic vacuum for the 1988 price of $299. Call Donna Pitzer, the bag lady, at 663-4322.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Goodland, Kansas. Glenn Grunwald and along with Darren Dunn. Glad to have you along. It's 40-35. Hutchinson with the lead by 5 at intermission. Lady Dragons of Hutchinson winners tonight, 107-51 in an earlier game. Check some other scores before we talk about the induction into the Hall of Fame. It is right now with 14:03 to go in the second half. It is Seward on top of Garden, 48-44. Garden comes into the sports arena on Wednesday night, so we need a big crowd to be there. Also, Barton, first half of play just about to come to an end. They lead Pratt 46-37. By the way, the Pratt ladies were able to defeat the Cougars down in Barton this evening in women's play. Coffeyville all over Cali, a final 90-60. That was played at Coffeyville earlier in the afternoon. Neosho trailing Independence at the second media timeout of the second half, 42-35. That wraps up most of your scoring in the league that has taken place tonight. A big day coming for Steve Eck. This will take place at the national tournament this year in Hutchinson, as Steve Eck will be going into the NJCAA Hall of Fame that was announced earlier today. Steve, with 586 wins against only 105 losses, well, actually 105 of 274 of those victories were in Hutchinson. So Hutchinson native, actually Haven native, Steve Eck will be going into the Hall of Fame. Now, Steve overall coming into this game 924-139. At Hutchinson, 274 wins. He's going after 275 tonight, but 596 overall wins at the junior college level. Great job by Steve Eck, as he will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. He also has 6 high school state championships to go along with that, from 86 to 96. He coached at Butler. He's coached at Cali. He's coached at the Redlands. He also had one D1 tenure at the UMKC as well. He's also inducted into the Wichita Sports Hall of Fame. He's just about done all of it that you could do. He becomes the 10th Hutchinson-affiliated member to be inducted into the NJCAA Men's Basketball Hall of Fame. That'll be taking place this coming up in March. Again, the Haven native received his bachelor's degree in history and physical education at Kansas Newman. He will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Also, Pat Smith, who was the head coach at Moberly area, recently crossed the 700-win milestone in the NJCAA. Pat's the head coach at Moberly area, and he will be going into the Hall of Fame. He also coached 1 year at Barton back in 1993, right around 93-94. And he also was a longtime coach at Wabash Valley, also Jacksonville, Texas, and Trinity Valley, Texas. So he'll be going into the Hall of Fame, originally from Bluefield, Virginia. And 81 graduate of Bluefield College out of Bluefield, Virginia. Jim Welling, former head coach at Owens, Ohio, a 2-time NJCAA champion head coach. Jim Welling joins the NJCAA Men's Basketball Association with a stellar career with the Express of Owens. 20 years of NJCAA service as a head coach, and he saw back-to-back in Division II men's national championships in 92 and 93. By the way, Steve Eck with 2 national champions, Division II with Redlands, and Division I with Hutchinson just a couple of years ago. So those 3 will be inducted into the Hall of Fame, and so glad to see that happening. That'll be happening in Hutchinson between the 18th and the 23rd of March at the national tournament. Hutchinson, again, trying to get back to the national tournament. Steve's done a great job of getting them back there. I imagine there's been an interesting conversation taking place at halftime, as his team right now with only a 5-point lead against a 1-6 conference team in Northwest Kansas Tech, but we knew that number was going to be very deceiving as we made the trip out here, as a guy getting set to take on a pretty good, talented Northwest Tech Maverick team. Right now, Hutchinson leads it 40-35 at intermission. We will take a 2-minute timeout. Get set for second half action just around the corner. Hutch up 40-35 at halftime. Darren and I'll be back with more in 2 minutes.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, wanting to build an addition, or remodel your kitchen, our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish. Erickson Custom Building offers new construction and remodeling services in addition to commercial and insurance projects. Visit our website today at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112. Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Goodland, Kansas, to the Mex Jones Fieldhouse. Glenn Grunwald, Darren Dunn. Darren, what did the Blue Dragons have to do to continue this 5-point lead and try to pull away and get a victory here tonight?
Keep moving that ball around offensively. A lot of great crisp passing was going on when the Blue Dragons got ahead with that largest advantage of 11. You have to hope Saquon Singleton is okay and is able to come back with that hip injury it appeared he suffered in the first half. We don't know the extent of that injury. I think it's one he'll be able to shake off. He's a tough enough player.
Might be a bruise.
Yeah, and you have to keep getting that ball to Raekwon Taylor. I think the main thing is, yeah, you may have a decent look offensively, but go ahead and make that extra pass and see if you can open up a teammate for an even better look.
Saquon will be in the starting lineup as we start the second half of play. Same starting lineup to start the ball game with Mitchell, Giles, Taylor, as well as Singleton and Othiambo. And we're about set to get underway. The possession will be Northwest Kansas Tech's way. They'll go right to left on this half of play, and we're underway in the second half of play already. Outside, Hampton gives off to Freeman. Freeman and Gibson. There's a jumper up and good by Gibson. There, number 4, number 5 scores in the league. Gibson already with 8 points to his credit. 40-37, the lead is cut down a little bit. Taylor goes underneath, is rejected away, and up the court we come the other way. The alley-oop's not there. Foul call. They're going to get the Blue Dragons on a baseline foul on Giles as he goes to the floor, but we'll pick up the personal.
Giles took the brunt of that contact, but once he gave himself up in the air, that's all he could do was kind of be in the way of Bellotti as he came crashing through.
His first personal in the act of shooting, though, will send a Maverick to the line to shoot the free throw. Free throw toss is up and good, and scoring it was Bellotti. Scores his 3rd point of the evening and cuts that lead back down to 2 now. So a little 3-0 run right here to start this second half by the Mavericks. If you just tuned in, Lady Dragons winners 107-51. 107-51. So John Hodges' team. John coaches his 400th game as a head coach at Hutchinson. And they win their 17th of the year. Free throw toss is good. Got them both. We're tied at, I'll check that. It's 40-39. Free throw by Bellotti was good. He has 4. 40-39. Your lead is 1 for the Blue Dragons. Still in that zone defense. Here's Singleton on our near side. Holds it high. Kicks the corner right. DJ Mitchell. 3's good. DJ Mitchell picking up right where he left off, Darren. 14 points for that young man out of Washington, D.C.
3 3-pointers already tonight.
43-39. The lead is 4 for the Blue Dragons. Ball on the outside. Bellotti drives in, kicks it right. It's over to Freeman. Corner right, shoots the 3. Nope, not there. But the big round clear by Gross. Gives it off underneath the Freeman. Athletically, he puts it up and in. He's a good-looking ball player. He has 11, averages 17.3 a game. You know, those two, and I'm referring to Gibson and Freeman, are going to get theirs. You can't have somebody else beat you.
And that's where the run started to close out that first half, was between those two guys.
Shifting gears is Mitchell. Basket good. Did a little rope-a-dope over there, as you like to refer to. And 16 points for Freeman now. 45-41. Hutch up by 4.
His work on the outside, by the way, he did not attempt a three-pointer against Cowley.
Ball on the outside. Bellotti has it. Freeman, top of the key, shoots and scores. A three-pointer by Freeman. Tell you what, he's very athletic and pulls his Mavericks within 1 of the Dragons. 45-44 now with that tray. Hutchinson with the lead. Big Fred kicks it out. Back inside to Othiombo. He can't get to it. Up the court comes the Mavericks. Hampton, shot not there. Big rebound cleared. Picked up quickly, and a foul on the wrist is going to be called against the Blue Dragons. Getting a rebound with Northwest Kansas Tech. Oh, Othiombo just picked up his 3rd. Big Fred on the wrist. It wasn't much of contact, but it was enough to get him the foul.
Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't get much more ticky-tack than that. He just got his hand caught in there.
Chance to tie and also take the lead with a couple free throws here by Gibson. Free throw toss is up and good. 10 points for Gibson. He will shoot another one. His hometown is Richmond, Virginia. Free throw toss is up and good. And regaining the lead right now for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah, since
Northwest Kansas Tech.
A minute 18 into the ball game.
46-45, the lead is 1. Ball on the outside, Singleton. Saquon crosses over, takes it inside, loses the basketball. Coming up with it will be Northwest Kansas Tech. Bellotti had it, gives it off to Gibson. Ball sails to the outside, and they'll set up the offense right in front of the coaching staff over there for Northwest Kansas Tech. Now they bring it near side. Hampton shifts gears, and we have palming again. That's the 3rd time we've seen that called in this contest.
3rd time, but this is a new official, so you've got 2 by 1 official, and now 1 by another official deciding, hey, we're going to be consistent on how we call that tonight.
Hutchinson down by 1, 46-45. Northwest Kansas Tech just came out in the second half and erased the 5-point deficit that will lead it by 1. Singleton to Mitchell. Squares, shoots, 3, ball won't go. Rebound cleared out of there, and here comes quickly. Hampton will bring it up to Freeman. What you can't allow him to do is get in a big run. Ball knocked away out of bounds. Good defense by Taylor. It'll be Mavericks basketball, but nice job by Taylor on the inside. Kamisoko will check back into the Blue Dragon lineup.
He had to close fast because Gross had that baseline to his advantage. Raekwon got there just in time.
Singleton's hip still bothering him as he comes out, and the timeout's going to be taken on the floor. 16:51 to go in this second half of play. A 30-second timeout. Hutchinson down by 1, 46-45. Maverick basketball when we return in a half minute.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Now 46-45, Mavericks with the basketball and the lead, Darren. And 16:51 to go in this second half of play.
First lead since a minute 18 into the game.
Player control foul is going to be called. Illegal pick.
Yeah, you had that illegal screen coming across by Freeman.
Freeman will pick up, having down for his first, I believe. Yep. With the basketball, Hutchinson. So an opportunity now with Giles in the lineup, along with Kamisoko. Need Bubakar to get going here. Gets that zone defense. Lob down low. Taylor works down low underneath, goes up and scores it. Taylor with 17 now. First basket of the second half by Raekwon Taylor.
That move looked familiar. Shakur Houston used to use that to his best advantage.
Shot up the other way, basket up and good by Bellotti. And Bellotti puts it up and in. Again, that's, like I said, you can't have another player that's going to hurt you. He has 6, he averages 7.7, so something needs to stop there. Ball out high now to Jacobs. Malik's got to get going. He only has 1 point. Feed down low underneath the Mitchell. He can't finish. Ball sails away and picked up quickly by Hampton, and here comes Northwest Kansas Tech. Up the court, they'll bring it to Freeman. Drives inside, dumps it up and in. Boy, is he athletic. 16 points for Freeman, and the lead is 3 now for Northwest Kansas Tech. Hutchinson trying to rally back. Kamisoko, 3-ball, rims out on him, no good. The rebound's cleared out of there. Now up the court quickly comes the Mavericks. They lead it by 3 with 15:40 to go in the second half of play. Lots of time left, but cannot allow the Mavericks to get feeling comfortable with that lead. Here's Freeman. He'll wheel off the post, layup good. Kennedy's fouled. And Freeman with 18 will step to the line to shoot the N1.
Basket is good. Fouls on Hutch. Number 13, Chris Giles.
Just Giles picks up the personal. It'll be his second. A quick timeout's going to be taken. We're going to break in. Hutch down by 5, 52-47. 15:30 to go in the contest. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Tax reform impacts virtually every tax return this year. That means yours, too. If you're wondering what that means for you and your refund, but don't want to spend hours reading the tax code, head over to H&R Block. No one knows tax reform better than Block. Their tax pros will help you find every credit and deduction available, so you get every dollar you deserve. Because wouldn't you rather spend more time thinking about what to do with your maximum refund and less time figuring out what a TCJA qualifying eligible dependent is? Hint, it's your kid. In person or online, Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothy works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name brand flooring and trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
Dragons had an 11-point lead in the first half. It is now the largest lead of the contest for Northwest Tech at 5. And with a chance to add to it at the free throw line after the and one is Chris Freeman for the Mavericks.
Freeman having a heck of a night. 18 points to his credit. He is 5 out of 5, perfect from the foul stripe.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
52-47, the lead for the Mavericks. They trailed at halftime by 5. Free throw toss is up and good. So Freeman continues his streak in the second half. He's a good ball player.
Unfazed by the perfect 5 for 5 remark.
19 points for that young man. He's out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Blue Dragons down by 6. Double penetration. Malik Jacobs wraparound basket good. Nice job by Malik Jacobs. His first basket, Darren. He has 3 points.
Was 0 for 5 from the field before that.
53-49. Hutch cuts into that lead a little bit. 15 minutes to go in the contest. Outside Hampton. Gives to Freeman. He'll drive in. Kicks it off underneath. Shot up and good. Nice job by Gross. And Gross now with 8 points. Now he's done with average of 6.1, so you would hope he would be done. Here's Taylor. Follow-away jumper. Good by Taylor. Taylor having a game. 19 points for Taylor now. Raekwon led everybody at halftime with 15.
Really showing us that mid-range game tonight.
That's the lead to 4, 55-51. Hutch needs to stop here. Hampton on the top side. 14:26 to go. Hampton kicks it left. Here's Gibson. He's been hot. He'll square up, shoot, and miss. Rebound, Fred Othiambo, who's playing with 3 fouls, by the way. He's in there. We go down the other way, and here comes Kamisoko. In traffic, Othiambo. Layup good. Othiambo lays it right up and in, and Big Fred with 6. Came right down the middle of the boulevard and pulls the Dragons within a couple. 55-53 Mavericks. The drive, Hampton. Underneath they go. Basket good. Getting open. Is that Picott?
Gross, actually.
Oh, it was Gross. Okay, Gross with 10 points now, double figures. 3 ball won't go for the Blue Dragons off the missed shot by Kamisoko, and a rebound cleared out of there. And then tipped away as Malik Jacobs got to it, and out of bounds to Sales as Kamisoko stepped out of bounds. It will be Northwest Kansas Tech Mavericks basketball. Mitchell back in. Conwright will check back in for the Mavericks.
Great hustle by both Jacobs and Kamisoko on that one. And if Kamisoko wears a half a size shoe smaller, he comes away with that one.
All right, here comes the inbounds. Mavericks bring it in. Just under 13:37 to go. They'll dump it underneath. Little hook shot up and good. Big man Jay puts it up and down. His first basket of the second half. He averages 4.7. He now has 5 on the contest. And the lead is 6 again at 59-53 for Northwest Kansas Tech. Taylor lobs it in. Foul called. Push from behind is going to be called. They're going to get it on Jay, I believe.
It's that classic elbow in the back. There are certain things you can't do, especially as a defender. When somebody's posting up on you, you can't dislodge or displace. They talk about the knees, the hips, also the elbows getting in there.
Feed down quickly to Malik Jacobs. He gets a little gimme underneath. Puts it up and in. Jacobs able to score it. 5 points now for Jacobs.
Back-to-back field goals after starting a cold 0 for 5.
Lead is 4, 59-55 for Northwest Kansas Tech. Ball nearly stole away. It will be stolen by DJ Mitchell. Behind the back move. Goes up strong and draws the foul. They're going to get the foul on the floor. The ball was able to go up and in. What are they going to call here? Steve Beck upset with the call.
Yeah, there could have been the potential for that goaltending, but because the ball was called dead on the floor before he was going up for the shot, it just harmlessly goes out of bounds to the Blue Dragons. Otherwise, we would have seen a little bit of a shift of momentum there.
Hutch will inbound. They'll have the basketball. I didn't catch who the foul was on, Darren. We'll have to square that out a little bit. Ball comes in quickly to DJ Mitchell. He holds up, lobs it inside. Push from behind this time. It's going to be called a number 5. It's going to be on Bellotti.
This time it was the knee. So before you had that elbow from Jay that went into the back of Othiambo. This time it was that knee kind of kicking up into that player's backside, and that is illegal in the post.
Here comes the inbound for the Blue Dragons. 13 foul, by the way, or 14 foul against Northwest Kansas Tech. Ball's knocked away. He ran down by one of the managers for the Blue Dragons, and inbounding will be on the far side. Malik Jacobs will do the honors. Hutch down by 4. Ball comes out high. Giles is knocked into the backcourt. He'll bring it up now. Hampton was right up there with him. Giles crosses over right side. Taylor inside to Othiambo in traffic. Puts it up, misses it. Rebound cleared away by Freeman on Northwest Kansas Tech. The Mavericks on the run. Gibson to Freeman, back to Freeman, 3 ball. Nope, no good. Rebound on the run. The Blue Dragons, Giles. Hutchinson will bring it down. Underneath they go quickly. Up and good. Scoring it for the Blue Dragons will be Taylor. Taylor now with 21. That's his second highest point production. He had 25 against Labette. He had 20 against Heston. So 21 points now for Taylor with 12:05 to go in the contest. The lead is 2 now, 59-57 for Northwest Kansas Tech. Ball on their side. Hampton rolls right. 3-pointer on its way. Up and good from outside. Bellotti knocks down the 3. Had a forced timeout will be taken by Northwest Kansas Tech. We will get a break in as well. 11:48 to go in the contest. Just as Hutch pulls a little closer, the big 3, the dagger by Northwest Kansas Tech. They lead it by 5, 62-57. We will be back in. Is it going to be a full or a partial? It's going to be a full 1-minute timeout. We'll be back right after this.
We understand. You can't plan ahead for an illness or injury. Yet you'd really like same-day treatment. That's why Prairie Star offers walk-in clinic services with a responsive medical staff to care for you and your family.
Yes, we want to be your medical home.
Welcome to Prairie Star Health Center and Walk-In Clinic, whether you have insurance or not. 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
When you're looking for jewelry that's one of a kind, remember Amelia Bedelias, filled with thousands of beads and stones. And with my passion for design, I can create something that's perfect for you. Amelia Bedelias, 115.5 South Main Street in downtown Hutchinson. Go Blue Dragons!
This is Kelly, owner of Brick House Boutique. Stay warm and look fabulous at the same time with comfy, trendy, and affordable clothing. You'll also appreciate the personal attention that you'll always get when you shop at Brick House Boutique. Big City Chic in a downtown boutique at 117 South Main in Hutchinson.
Welcome back to Goodland, Kansas. We're in the Mex Jones Fieldhouse. It's 62-57. Blue Dragons trail it. A 5-point lead for Northwest Kansas Tech. Hutch trying to rally back. A big three by Bellotti. There's a dagger right there, right when Hutch kind of grabbed the momentum, Darren.
Mavericks 2 for 5 3-pointers this second half.
Hutchinson being pressured here, goes into Taylor. He'll back it in, goes up strong, and scores it. Taylor takes it inside. He has 23.
3 away from his career high.
62-59. The lead is cut to 3 right now. Hutch got to lock it up, and you can see the intensity's picked up a little bit out of the timeout. 11:14 to go in the contest, second half of play. Right side, Mavericks. Bring it out, dribble penetrate, kicks it left. In traffic, Freeman kicks it back into the hands of Hampton. He decides to shoot it and misses it. Rebound cleared. Othiambo outlet quickly to Mitchell. Mitchell, DJ brings it up, goes by Freeman, lays it up, and draws the foul on Freeman. DJ upset with himself that he didn't get the basket to go, and he will be able to go to the free throw line, try to earn them there, and have a chance to cut this lead of 3 down to 2.
If he's able to get that ball back into his guide hand, his right side hand that's keeping the defender away, he has a much better opportunity of finishing that one. But that right arm and shoulder takes the contact. He tried to control everything with that left hand and just looped it right over the basket.
They're still trying to stretch out Singleton, by the way, who had to, I call it a hip pointer maybe. Free throw by Mitchell's up and good. DJ with 17 points on the contest. DJ Mitchell out of Washington, D.C. Can pull his Dragons within 1 with the free throw here. Free throw toss is up and good. Got it.
Good to see him back in double-digit scoring. He, against Cali, broke that 3-game streak of 10-plus points a game.
Mitchell's best night had been against Redlands with 25 points, and now when he also had a 24-point breakout against Independence. 62-61, Northwest Kansas Tech on top, and a foul on the floor is going to be called. This is going to be on Taylor. That'll be only his second. 15 foul against the Blue Dragons. No, actually 14 foul.
That's big for Taylor because, I mean, think about how much work he does underneath on both ends of the floor and only have 2 fouls 30 minutes into the game. It tells you how clean he is.
Well, you immediate timeout, so we'll let Larry be ready for that. 10:30 to go here. 3-pointer up and on its way, not there. Rebound cleared away by Malik Jacobs. Hutchinson with a chance to regain the lead here after they trail it by 6. The drive, the foul inside is going to be before the shot. It'll be the 16th foul, so Hutchinson will inbound. Blue Dragons were going to set up the kick out for the 3, but was fouled before it. Here comes the inbound now from Hutch. Malik Jacobs gets it in quickly underneath. They go to Taylor, rejected. Picked up by Northwest Kansas Tech. They'll bring it on the run. They'll kick it right side. That's Hampton. Back outside. Bellotti drives in, knifes in, puts it on its way. Not there. Rebound cleared underneath. And a foul called as Blunt went up. And just flat got to it. Check that. It was Jay. Evan Jay went up strong, and the foul's going to be charged against DJ Mitchell.
And that starts with that box out. You have to have Othiambo turn around and put that body on Jay, and instead he stands there waiting on the ball, and it goes right over the 7-footer's head.
Yeah, a miss at the other end didn't help anything either. There's a missed free throw by Jay. He'll shoot a second one. 62-61 Mavericks. Gross checks back in. Taking the seat will be Bellotti for the Mavericks of Northwest Kansas Tech. Free throw toss, up and good. 63-61. The lead now. Blunt, check that. Jay hits his 6th point of the night. The lead is 2. Mitchell trying to drive it in. Can't get it done, but a foul's called. Big Fred was there for the follow.
You remember in the women's game, we were talking about the older rims, and it's kind of like these college. Fred Othiambo, I thought he was about to break that backboard when he stuffed the dead ball.
Just about. A timeout's going to be taken. Media timeout. 9:56 to go. Blue Dragons trailing by 2, but Mitchell will be shooting free throws on return. We'll be back in 1 minute.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
Blue Dragons came into this one with a 14-rebound-a-game advantage. Led in the rebounding category at the half by 6. Have now been out-rebounded in this second half. It's a 31-29 rebound advantage for the Mavericks of Northwest Tech. 11 rebounds have come offensively. Of course, the Mavericks have knocked down a couple of three-pointers here in this second half. Have gone cold as of late. Right now, the Dragons behind by 2. Just under 10 left.
Yeah, the difference is in the free throws. Hutchinson 7 out of 13. Northwest Kansas Tech 13 out of 17. Hutchinson shooting 50% on 25 out of 50 from the field. 23 out of 53 from Northwest Kansas Tech. 43.4%. The difference at the foul stripe.
Mavericks the number 1 free throw shooting team in the conference.
Mitchell with the free throw that's up and good. It's his 19th point. Nice job by Mitchell. Actually, it's 18th point, excuse me. Shoots the second one, got that one down as well. Now he has 19. And the Blue Dragons tied up at 63 apiece with 9:54 to go. So, media timeout. Right after that, we're all locked up at 63 each. Ball on the outside, Hampton. Mavericks work at left side. Flash pass inside, and a foul called on Fred Othiambo. That'll be his 4th.
So good at drawing the foul on the offensive end. Remember, he's had a couple of guys shove in the back and displace with the knees, and this time he gets called on the defensive end.
Fred will have to check out and see if Saquon can go or not. He comes in with that hip pointer. He's been getting treated on the sideline. It'll be the 17th foul, so it should be a shooting situation. Well, no, it's the 16th foul against the Blue Dragons, not the 7th against. So will not be a shooting situation. Here's Freeman. He'll pop the 3. Rims off, no good. Over the back's going to be the call. Or will it be? Is it going to go against Saquon? I think it will be. Singleton picks up the personal. I thought it was, they had Jay going high over the back. Not the case. Now it's the 17th foul, so Hampton will go to the line to shoot the free throw.
Yeah, he kind of flew through that area where Saquon was hanging on to Henry Hampton.
So 1-1 coming for Hampton here. 63-63 tie with 9:36 to go. Anything can happen in this last 9.5. Free throw toss off. It's marked no good. Rebound Hutchinson Singleton. Blue Dragons will bring it up. Saquon's going to have to suck it up a little bit here, even if he's hurt. With Fred on the bench with 4 personal fouls, that's big. And without Rojas' services. 3-pointer by Giles is good from outside. Chris Giles with his first 3 of the game. 6 points total. The Dragons lead at 66-63 with 9:12 to go. Remember that one, Darren. That was a big 3.
20th three-pointer of the year for Giles.
Hutchinson in the zone. 2-3 zone. Thought they were the last trip down, but I wasn't sure because of the disruption of the fouls. Here's Giles defensively. Here's Hampton, 3-ball. Off, no good. Battle for the board. Coming up with it will be Jay. He'll knock inside, draw the foul. Big man will go to the line to shoot the free throw. Mitchell standing with his mouth open, can't believe it. And Mitchell will pick up the personal. That'll be his third. At the line will be Evan J. Roxborough, North Carolina. He's a big body. Stands at 6'6", sophomore. Free throw toss is on its way. Off, no good. He'll shoot a second one. Bellotti will return in. He'll take the place of, I believe it's Gross. He'll take a seat. Jay gets set. Shot up, and this one's good. So Jay gets that one to go. He has 7. And the lead for the Blue Dragons is 2 at 66-64. Hutchinson needs to take care of the basketball. Right side, Mitchell thought about it. Back outside now to Giles. They're tight on him. Here's Malik Jacobs. Drives in, off balance shot up and rimming around and gets stuck at the top. Not there. Loose basketball. Picked away by Northwest Kansas Tech. A chance to tie. They'll bring it up. Freeman pulls the back a little bit. Hampton with the basketball. He'll bring it out top. Now whips it inside. Down low, stolen away by Jacobs. Long pass down court. Giles can't get to it. Actually, he does, and he puts it off. Freeman off his knee. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. Nice break right there for the Blue Dragons.
Great individual effort as he just got that ball inbound on the baseline to go right off of Freeman's shins.
Inbounding will be Mitchell. They'll split the pair on the baseline and lob it in. In traffic, Malik Jacobs. Shot won't go, but a foul call. 2 shots coming the way of Jacobs. Foul's going to be called on Freeman. That's his third. 8th team foul, but a 1-on-1 coming, or actually a 2-shot foul coming.
Third trip to the line for Jacobs tonight. He's just 1 of 4.
Free throw toss is up and good for Jacobs. 6 points for Malik Jacobs off the bench. Takes his time, quiet here in the crowd here in Goodland. Free throws up and good, settles into the nest. Jacobs with 7. The Blue Dragons lead at 68-64, up by 4. Decker working on the outside as Freeman. Top side right against that zone again. Here's Hampton. Hampton off the pick. Goes to Freeman on the outside. 13 on the shot clock. To Bellotti. Bellotti steps up outside. Now they're working right. Hampton 3-ball on his way. Looked good, but doesn't go. Rebound underneath by Jay. Gets the back up and in. Jay with great position on that weak side and got it up and down. He has 9.
Another offensive rebound for the Mavericks. 12 now on the night.
68-66. Blue Dragon lead is cut to 2. Malik Jacobs' shot won't go. Loose basketball. Freeman runs it down for Tech, and Tech will bring it up. Northwest Kansas Tech with the basketball, down by 2 to the Blue Dragons. 7:22 to go. The feed down the low blocks. Bounce pass down low to Jay. Basket doesn't go, but a foul called. No, they traveled. He called a travel. So Jay got caught with the travel, did a little 2-step down below, and it'll be Hutchinson basketball. Boy, I thought for sure they got the foul on the low blocks. But before that, he traveled.
Yeah, got those 2 feet going as he was backing down before that ball went to the ground on the spin. I liked the call.
7-12, I do too. 7-12 remaining to go. There's several people who disagree with you here. Here's Giles. He'll pull away, jump it up, no good. Rebound cleared out there by Gibson. Go down the other way, and here comes Northwest Kansas Tech. 7 minutes to go. Down now, Tech down by 2 to the Blue Dragons. Flash inside. Gibson kicks it around to Freeman. He'll drive down low. Ball knocked away. Loose basketball. Diving forward. Blue Dragons come up with it. Giles gets it back into the hands. It goes to Gibson. He'll go down. A blocking foul called on the Blue Dragons. Hutchinson had gotten the basketball back, but it went right into the hands of Gibson. And Gibson puts it up and in the end one coming his way. We're tied at 68.
And I thought for a moment as the Blue Dragons went to the ground to get the ball that Raekwon Taylor had got the timeout called. And just as the official recognized it, the ball had already squirted free on the other side. And that's the conversation he's having with the down official right now in the lane.
Raekwon saying I had the timeout taken, but the official did not see it that way as the ball had popped loose. And coming up with it was Gibson. Right place, right time. Free throw toss is up and good, and he converts the basket. And Gibson now with 13.
He got so loud in here, you couldn't even hear the whistle on the foul call.
Now have a foul away from the play. It's going to be called on Mitchell. Or check that. I think it's going to be on Taylor. Raekwon will pick up the personal. It'll be his third. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-point lead for Tech. 69-68. Will come down, and Gibson will shoot the free throw.
Shouldn't. I mean, this is a team control foul.
Yep.
So they should
I
just
don't think so either.
The other
should just be
baseline.
inbounding.
Yeah. Even though it came away from the ball.
He thinks he is, though.
Well, it came away from the ball. I mean, this is a rule change from a handful of years ago. Even though the player does not possess the ball, your team does. It's the whole point of calling it team control. It's the same as an offensive foul. It just has a different label.
All right. If ball will go over, however, to Northwest Kansas Tech. They lead it by 1. They'll bring it up with 6.5 to go. Skip pass all out high to Freeman. Momentum is swung back over on the Mavericks side. Here's Hampton on the outside. They'll spread the floor a little bit. Kick it left. Hampton kicks it back outside. Losing the handle, though, is Bellotti underneath. Basket good. And the foul in the end one as Jay snuck in there and got it. They flat lost the basketball on the baseline, but Jay came up with it, puts it up and in. The foul called on the Blue Dragons.
Yeah, there's no need, and unfortunately it's back-to-back fouls for Raekwon Taylor. He now has 4, and it was kind of one of those where the ball had already been put up. I mean, the shot was going in by Jay, and you have that foul created after the ball is already released.
71-68, Northwest Kansas Tech with the lead by 3. Jay with a chance here to extend it to 4, and he does. So Jay gets it up and in. 14 points for Jay unofficially. Ball on the outside. Here's Malik Jacobs. Basket good. Hutchinson pulls within 2. Jacobs with a much-needed basket for the Blue Dragons. 72-70. Northwest Kansas Tech with the lead with 5:50 to go. Lots of time left for both teams. Ball on the outside, deep right side. 12 points for Jay, by the way. I might have said 13. I meant 12. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound clear, Malik Jacobs. A missed shot put up from deep corner right by Northwest Kansas Tech. Here's a 3, head away by Jacobs is good. Malik Jacobs with the 3 from the top of the key. Gives the Blue Dragons the lead at 73-72. A big 3 by Jacobs straight away, top of the key. Freeman, left wing. Hampton will bring it out. Now they'll work it on the right side. Northwest Kansas Tech down by 1. 5 minutes remaining. Right side, Freeman. Dribble penetrates, kicks it left. In the corner, shot by Conrad's good. A three-pointer by Conrad. His first basket of the second half. And he was wide open for the tray in the corner. And it's 75-73 Northwest Kansas Tech.
Yeah, he made himself even more open by catching the ball and hopping over to the side.
Saquon drives in, has it stripped away, goes out of bounds, last touch off of Northwest Kansas Tech. Hutchinson will have the basketball.
I call it that James Harden step over or step back because you see it in the NBA all the time where the dribble's already picked up and you see that shuffle slide, a couple of steps back. That's exactly what he did to create the space on the 3. Completely walked.
Here comes the inbounds. Jacobs gets it in quickly to Saquon down low, goes up strong, can't get him, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Dragons have tied it at 75. Saquon Singleton with his first basket of the second half of play. Singleton now with 9. 75-75 all, 4:23 to go. Northwest Kansas Tech with the basketball. They'll work it around on the right side. They're going to slow it down a little bit, four-corner it, and try to draw it out, eat a little clock as well. 7 on the shot clock now. Now Freeman. Outside, Conrad has a block by DJ Mitchell. Back in the hands of Freeman. He'll shove one up. Shot clock violation. The buzzer did not go off, but it was a shot clock violation as the ball was knocked straight up in the air. Hutchinson will have the basketball.
Yeah, buzzer never went off. They actually refreshed the shot clock to that 30. So if you were keeping an eye on that and you're just a fan watching the game, you thought, oh, well, that ball had a chance to go in. Good job by the officials catching that one. A little bit of trouble with the table today we've seen in both games here in Goodland.
Good job by Mitchell to knock the ball straight up in the air. That took some seconds off. As the shot was taken with about 3 on the shot clock, Mitchell was able to get the block, pop it straight up in the air. Hutchinson basketball, we're tied at 75. 4 minutes exactly to go in the ball game. All the way outside Singleton. Back to DJ Mitchell. He'll isolate, kicks it back outside of Giles. Pop away 3. Got it! Big basket by Giles. He knocks down another one. He has back-to-back baskets in the second half. He has 10, and the Dragons have a 3-point lead and the timeout. 3:47 to go in the contest. We'll take a half-minute break. We'll be back with more right after this.
ARCAT is now part of a regional transportation partnership with Sedgwick County Transportation and Wichita Transit. We are working together to provide rides to Wichita and back on Tuesdays. Wichita Transit has fixed route and paratransit service available within the city. Round trip costs range between $19 and $27. Advanced registration with ARCAT is required. ARCAT is first come, first served general public transportation. Call 694-2913 for details.
What a sequence it has been here between the Blue Dragons and Mavericks over the course of the last few minutes. You go back to the Gibson and one basket that put Northwest Tech back up by 1 a few moments ago. Then to an and one after a couple of Raekwon Taylor fouls, and suddenly the Blue Dragons between Jacobs and Giles have hit a couple of 3-point baskets to put the Blue Dragons back up by 3 with 3:47 left.
Giles with 9 points, 2 for 4 from outside the arc. Blue Dragons shooting 50.8% on 30 out of 59. Northwest Kansas Tech 27 out of 63, 42.9. They've been deadly at the free throw line, 16 out of 22. Blue Dragons have put up 5 less free throws, 11 out of 17. Turnovers pretty close. Hutchinson with 13, and Northwest Kansas Tech with 12.
How about 7 made three-pointers for the Blue Dragons
Big
now?
Time. Big time on the 3. Mitchell with 3 of his own, 3 out of 8. Giles got that big 3. That was huge to give the Dragons the lead. Here's Northwest Kansas Tech. Freeman. He's on the outside. He'll step away. Right wing. Hampton. 3 ball. Rims off. No good. And Mitchell runs down the rebound. Blue Dragons will bring it up. Hutchinson will bring the basketball up with 3:22 to go. That scored at the 3:50 mark with that 3. Wide open underneath. Mitchell spins, kicks it back outside. Nice move underneath the Malik Jacobs basket. Good by Malik Jacobs. So Jacobs getting it done here in the second half, Darren, in a big way.
Well, he's been the calmest under pressure when the Mavericks took over, and he's really spearheaded this comeback by the Blue Dragons late.
14 points for Jacobs, 80-75. Dragons back up by 5. They led up by 5 at halftime, so we're even Steven in the second half. 2:50 to go. Ball on the outside, Gibson. Back to Freeman, rolls off the pick, drives inside, lays it up and scores it. Freeman with the basket. That's a big one right there. Freeman drives in and comes up with a big one. He has 23 points on the night. And a foul at the other way, and a foul is going to be called. This one will work against the Mavericks. 80-77. Blue Dragons lead it with 2:30 to go. Before that basket, it had been about 2 minutes since Northwest Kansas Tech had scored.
And went through a little bit of a drought. We see for the first time since his hip injury. Remember, Saquon Singleton, he sprinted out to those 7 points, had that hip injury, hadn't really been the same, even getting to the basket or getting into the game, and showed a little bit of a burst there of what we saw in that first half.
He's sitting there with 9 right now. Need these free throws here. Saquon's free throw toss off its mark, no good. That's the first one he's missed in a couple games. Saquon will shoot another one. We make a lot out of his poor free throw shooting, but give him credit, 7 for 7 in the last game in the win over Cali. And he's willed that win in the second half at 21 second half points. This one's up and missing. Ball's tipped up in the air. Loose basketball, still loose. Picked up by Northwest Kansas Tech. And stolen away by the Blue Dragons. Here comes Malik Jacobs. He'll take it in behind the back dribble. Gives it off quickly to DJ Mitchell. Goodland fans wanted a travel but didn't get it. Nice job by Jacobs. They'll reset the offense now with a 3-point lead with 2:10 to go. Ball kind of disappeared behind his back for a second. Here's Jacobs. Bounce pass comes to Taylor on the outside. He'll drive up, tries to elevate, gets up strong, can't get it, gets a rebound underneath by Jacobs. Basket good. Put back by Jacobs. It's been all Malik Jacobs in the second half. Jacobs getting it done with 16 points and a 5-point lead for the Blue Dragons with 1:42 to go.
His competitive nature has come out in the last 5 minutes.
Goes to Gibson to Freeman left. She shoots partially deflected by the Blue Dragons. Jacobs knocked out of bounds. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. Jacobs got part of that, and it made a big difference. Freeman's shot, I thought it was on its way, and it was all of a sudden it went straight up in the air.
You're always looking for that player on the team that's going to be able to help you out in the clutch when you need it. Your back is against the wall. Tonight it has been the freshman, Jacobs.
Big possession here for the Blue Dragons. They lead it by 5 with 1:27 to go. Got to eat a little clock, get it down inside of a minute, but also maybe try to get a basket. Jacobs isolates outside. Tied on his. Bacati, he falls down. Loose basketball picked up by Mitchell. Mitchell comes out with it. Shot clock at 7 now. Mitchell isolates the long 3 on its way. No good. Rebound Freeman. Contact made. Saquon Singleton with the foul. Will walk down and shoot 2 for Northwest Kansas Tech.
Yeah, last guy you want to go to the free throw line is Freeman, who's already hit 6.
So the foul's going to be called on Singleton. He was airborne and banged into Freeman. Freeman had control of the basketball. And did they call it on Singleton?
They did, and they're looking. I think, have they fouled him out? I only had him
down 4. That'll be his 5th. That will be his 5th.
And that's the problem that you run into when you're not putting the fouls up on the board.
Yeah, we don't know.
Because even the coaches have trouble. I mean, Coach Eck is looking up at the board right now. That's something where the assistants on the bench, they could have been checking as they're posted, but they've not been posted in both games.
Yeah, fouling out is Singleton. He finishes the night with 9 points. At the line will be Freeman. Chance to pull his team within a couple. Free throw comes out, though. That's his first miss. I believe it is.
6 for 7 now.
Yep. And it's 23 points for the contest. He will shoot a second one. 5-point game right now. Dragons on top. This one's up and good. 24 points for Freeman. A 4-point ball game. 2-possession game with 1:01 to go. Hutchinson basketball. Inside of a minute now. DJ Mitchell with the ball on the outside. Singleton is fouled out. Also, Fred Othiambo in foul trouble as well. Actually, he might have fouled out of the contest. Nope, he didn't. He's with 4. Here we go, left side, trying to hang on to his Jacobs. He'll shoot it on his way. Not there. A big rebound, cleared underneath. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball. And a fresh 30 with 36.3 to go. Hutchinson got a break.
Just the guy you want to get the rebound. He already has a double-double tonight with those rebounds. Is Gibson, a leader in the conference, top 5 for pulling down the boards, and just couldn't get the handle on that one.
It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to keep it here with 36.3 to go, Darren. We got a lot of basketball ahead of us this week. By the way, tomorrow night on Country 102.9 will be Lady Salthawks taking on Goddard Eisenhower. That'll be a 7:15 tip, a lone single game at the Salthawk Activity Center. Rusty and Dan with the call on that one. And then on Wednesday at the sports arena, we need a big crowd as Garden City will come to town to take on the ladies and the guys. It'll be a 5:30 tip and a 7:30 tip. Then the Tournament of Champions for the high school boys out in Dodge City. 7:30 tip coming up on Saturday night versus Dodge City. And coming up on Saturday, Pratt comes to the sports arena. So lots of basketball action happening in the next few days around the Hudson area, right here on Country 102.9 as well as on KWBW radio as well. Here we go, 36.3 to go. Hutchinson will have the basketball. That's a good break right there because you can eat some clock. They just about got to put you at the line. That's probably what Northwest Kansas Tech is talking about. Who are you going to put in the line? And it won't be Singleton because he fouled out.
Well, and remember, you cannot let Freeman take this foul at whatever cost because he already has 4.
So here comes the inbounds. Malik Jacobs will trigger the inbounds pass. Giles gets the basketball. He'll bring it out front.
And look who's on him.
Freeman's on Giles. Outside of Kamisoko. Back outside DJ Mitchell has the basketball. They're playing keep away with it. And a quick timeout. We get the foul call? We did. We got the foul called.
I'm surprised Northwest Tech waited so long, but remember, because Giles got the ball with Freeman on him, Freeman, unless he wanted to foul out, couldn't take the foul then and there.
DJ Mitchell will step to the foul stripe. He will be shooting the free throws. DJ is 55 out of 68, yep.
81% on the year.
22.2 to go. DJ Mitchell with the free throw. Free throw's up and good. Mitchell with a big free throw right there. DJ has played well in the second half of play.
5 for 5 from the line tonight.
20 points to his credit. Takes his time. There's the hits. The free throws. Comes out on him. No good. It's a 5-point ball game with 20 seconds to go. Coming up quickly, Freeman dumps it out top now to Gibson. They got to take it. Drive inside. Stolen away by Mitchell. Hutchinson has the basketball and a quick foul with 12.3 to go. And I think Hutchinson has a good shot at coming out of here with a victory with 12.3 to go. Lots of game left to go, though, if you're the Blue Dragon fans.
Mitchell comes up with that steal, but credit Raekwon Taylor, 4 fouls in all, getting his hand in there to initially knock it away.
Mitchell will shoot the free throw. And a reach-in the backcourt. 2 free throws coming his way. Free throws up and good by Mitchell. So he split the pair. He's at 2 out of his last 3. DJ with 21.
Yes.
Shoots the second one. 22 points to his credit. 85-78. Hutchinson up by 7. 8 seconds to go. Freeman 3 ball. It won't go. Rebound off the floor taken by Jacobs, and that's going to do it. Hutchinson is going to be content to come out of here with an 85-78 victory. So the ladies and the guys come out with a pair. Hutchinson wins it by 7, 85-78. The girls win it 107-51. We will take a 2-minute timeout. It's 7 to Medicine Shop in-game, post-game capsule coming your way. Your final from Goodland. Hutchinson 85, Northwest Kansas Tech 78. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are tradition.